Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Can't really do that all important comic book review, so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm going to be talking about Venom Space Knight issue number 7. That's right, fans. Now, I have not read this series since I think issue number 2. And I kind of wasn't like a huge fan of it. I did think the artwork was really pretty, though kind of had an independent feel to it, but I dropped it because I was reading so many books. Recently, Jay, Philly Superman, right here, Comic Frontline's own, said, Mike, you got to read Venom Space Knight again, as it feels like Flash Thompson and the symbiote is getting back to the type of character that we've known for years and years. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I decided to read it, just got done with it, and I was kind of like, wow, that's a pretty cool book. So, really cool cover here as you get to see Venom battling a scroll. That's the cover here, and obviously it's in the cosmos because Venom is an agent of the cosmos. This book is written by Robbie Thompson, and the art is done by Ariel Olivetti. Like I said, the artwork in this book is really pretty. It has kind of like this independent feel. I love the world, the landscapings. There's some oddball creatures in here, like some weird panda creature, and they're kind of comical. And then there's this chick with like Medusa-like hair as she aids Venom and Flash. And then there's this other weird symbiote or Clintare, or that's what you want to call the actual species that's been aiding Flash Thompson the whole entire time. And then the scroll trick is pretty hot as well. She looks good. So now that the artwork was nice, what was the story about this time around? And will I be continuing to read Venom Space Knight? Well, as I said before, Venom has been the agent of the cosmos. He's been awarded, the cleanse of the symbiote, and him and the symbiote have been getting along. But as of recently, the symbiote is kind of showing rage, and that's not what you want. And so what happens in this issue, we wind up seeing the scroll that, well, we wind up seeing a symbiote where its host is a scroll come back to take that symbiote back to the planet and be disposed of. But before we actually get to that point, we wind up seeing some comical moments as we get to see the supporting cast with Flash as they recovered this spaceship that was from Earth, and it's called the USS Enterprise, which is I thought is kind of cool, and they make a Skynet reference joke in here. And then, like I said, the story winds up getting it gets a little bit intense, and as the issue progresses, we get to see things get more intense. They build as the issue goes along. We wind up seeing that symbiote that was training Venom come out of that spaceship, and we wind up being revealed that yes, it's a scroll. And she winds up talking with Flash separately from the symbiote, saying, there's rage in the symbiote. We come to reclaim it, and Flash doesn't want anything to do with that. He's like, but the symbiote's my friend. He's like, I've been with it forever. And so what happens is they start fighting over the symbiote, and unfortunately, that's not how it was supposed to turn out. But this big battle erupts. And it's funny because while the battle is erupting, we wind up seeing the supporting cast members are like, are they mating? And they're like, no, I don't think that's mating. So there was just funny things that were going on in the background in a very intense scene. And so as the issue progresses, we see the actual two symbiotes talking separately with each other and saying, the symbiote says, yeah, you've come to be reclaimed. And he's like, I'm done thinking about this. He's like, I'm going to attack you. And so you wind up seeing the symbiote totally go berserko, and you see him go back to the Venom that we've all known and loved, long tongue, big bulked out, and he starts freaking out on the other symbiote. And what he does is he's trying to escape. And there's this big battle royale that happens. And the next thing we wind up finding out is Venom winds up slicing the other symbiote in half. He winds up getting into the spaceship and like burns it to death with the actual thrusters. And then Venom escapes and he's just like, "Wah!" And now he's on his own. He's got no host. He's just by himself as Venom, just flying through the galaxy. So, what do I think about this actual issue? I thought it was really well done. I had a lot of fun with it. As Jay said to me, as he pointed out, it's the symbiote is starting to lose control. It's the symbiote that we've known for years and years as Spider-Man fans. It's going back to that. And Flash Thompson doesn't want to let that symbiote go. In a way, that's very touching. The book also was very suspenseful, like I said. It was this building factor, and it built up to the very climactic ending to this cliffhanger that you're going to wonder, wow, is Flash going to get this symbiote back? What's the symbiote's MO now? Is it going to go back to taking over the world? Is the status of Flash agent of the cosmos going to be in jeopardy? What's going to happen with this scroll? I don't know. It leaves a lot of questions to be answered, but it made for a quite entertaining book. It just took Marvel about 5 or 6 issues to get to this point. So I'm happy I decided to give this issue a try. I'm going to give this one a 4.25 out of 5 stars. You're not going to really know who the supporting cast is unless you read this from the beginning. But nevertheless, it was a good book to read, and I felt like you could have jumped on here. So, guys, give this one a try. Venom Space Knight, issue number 7, 4.25 out of 5 stars. And fans, as always, thanks for watching Comic Frontline. Don't forget to check out all the other reviews and live shows that we have on here. And fans, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.